Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back again. I am not in front of the camera today because I have really bad hay fever and I don't need you to be screaming at my puffy eyes and my runny nose. So today we're talking about how to prepare for your Sisterlocks installation session. Many people are aware of how to care for their hair and their sample locks in preparation for the installation session, but I'm often asked what they should bring to the installation session in terms of food and amenities. So here's my advice. Firstly, let's recap how you prepare your hair for your installation session. One of the things that you really want to do is to take lots of pictures of your hair. This may be the last time that you see your loose afro for a long time, maybe permanently for some of you. So it's a good idea to just take some pictures so you can remember and, chart your journey as it is. You also want to just have a last play and last feel of your loose natural hair before it's put away and protected for good for some of you. Another thing that you will need to do is to deep condition your hair. So it's what I call W-2. We should have at least 2 washes before you do your installation. So this is after you've got your sample locks in, you need to have at least 2 washes. For some of you, you will have more than 2 weeks between the consultation date when you had your sample locks put in and your actual installation date. And this may be due to scheduling on your half or on behalf of the consultant. Either way, you need to have at least 2 washes. So the first wash will be W-2. Some of you may have 3 washes, but let's go with W-2, W-1, and W-0. So W-2, after you wash, and you're going to wash as normal, but after you wash, you're going to do a deep conditioning treatment. Then for W-1, so that would be the second wash, but you'll skip this one if you only have 2 washes in your 14-day period. You're going to do a hot oil treatment before you wash, so or a steam treatment, however you want to do that before or after. But a hot oil treatment before that wash would be great. And then when you do W-0, so this is your final wash, again I would recommend that you do a hot oil treatment. For W-1, I forgot to add that you will use conditioner, but W-0, so this is your final wash before your installation, there will be no conditioner. So you will do your hot oil treatment, then you will do your wash, and you will do a thorough washing, and you will rinse that out, and there will be no conditioner. You'll also make sure that you dry your hair, but without a blow dryer, and make sure you thoroughly detangle your hair, section it into say 4 to 6 sections, and then braid them or loosely twist them or do bantu knots or corkscrews depending on where you're from, shiny bumps, in preparation for your session tomorrow, because you're going to do this the day before. You do not want to turn up to your installation with dirty hair. It is cruel to your consultant. Don't do it. Okay, so now we're at your installation days, the morning of your installation. What should you wear? Comfortable clothing. It seems really obvious, but a lot of people turn up in things which aren't that comfortable. Don't wear, super tight jeans or short mini skirts or constrictive clothing, because you are going to be sitting in it for a very long time getting your hair done, and you really need to be comfortable. So whether you're going to turn up in your sweatpants or your jogging bottoms or hoodie and a t-shirt or a nice summer dress, totally up to you, maxi skirt, totally up to you. Just make sure that you are comfortable. Some clients have come with their slippers or their house shoes or really thick socks, whatever, to keep their feet warm while they're, having their hair done. That's fine. I'm not here to judge you, and most consultants should be professional enough just to let you get on, because you have to be comfortable. So on to the fun bit, entertainment. I provide my clients with access to Netflix and Love Film during their appointments. It's worth checking with your consultant to see whether they provide a similar service. If there are no online streaming services available, you should ask whether you can bring your laptop or whether you'll have permission to use their DVD player or PC. If so, bring along your favorite DVDs and settle in for a good old-fashioned movie marathon. Please note, and I really mean this, try to be sensible with your film choices. X-rated and R-rated movies are probably not appropriate, especially if your consultant's children will be in the house, even though they may not be in the same room. Your installation session is also a great opportunity to dive into that book that you've always wanted to read. So if you're a reader, then by all means bring along a bunch of magazines, newspapers, books, or even your Kindle to keep you happy. If you do want to read, it's a good idea to let your consultant know, so that way she won't keep trying to draw you into conversation or think that you're ignoring her when you just want to zone out and get into that book. Another frequently asked question pertains to food. Check with your consultant as to whether a cooked meal is available to purchase or already included in your installation package. Near me, for Almond and Avocado, we have several takeaway outlets and restaurants on our local high street, which is just a short walk away, and many of them do deliver. As a holistic therapist, I'm always aware of the stresses that sitting in one position for too long places on my client's spine and on their supporting muscles. So I always encourage my clients to take their lunch break as an opportunity to stretch the legs, either by walking to one of the local green spaces and enjoying the sun, weather permitting, or by walking to and from the high street to get something to eat. If you prefer to avoid fast food or pub fare or, outside food as it is, you should bring a packed lunch or keep a meal in a flask where it doesn't need to be heated up unless your consultant has microwave facilities. You should check about that beforehand. You should also bring enough snacks like energy bars, granola bars, fruit, carrot sticks, celery sticks, that kind of stuff to sustain you for the duration of your session, which can be up to 12 hours a day. You'll also need plenty of water to keep you hydrated. For my clients, I also provide herbal teas and English or black tea as well. You can also get some green tea most of the time. They're usually served in the morning after the first parting session is complete, and again in the afternoon around tea time. So you can check with your consultant as to whether tea or coffee will be available. Suggested snacks for you to take to your installation or startup session include, as I've said, energy bars or protein bars, granola bars, nuts and raisins, but don't bring nuts if you think your consultant is allergic. Grapes, bananas and apples, a liter of water or a selection of water and juices depending on your preference. Boiled sweets if you are prone to low blood sugar. Sandwiches and cold or raw salad, which could be veggie, could be pasta salad, or a combination of both. Most consultants will have a salon chair or a purpose-made adjustable chair, which will help you to feel comfortable during your installation. Some are even reclining, or they have massage chairs. Now, if your consultant doesn't have one of these, or it's you've sat in it and it's not as comfortable as you'd like it to be, you may wish to bring along a bolster or a small cushion to provide additional support for your lower back or extra cushioning for your bottom. You are going to be seated for a very long time, so again, up to 12 hours a day, so it is very important that you are comfortable. Don't be afraid to politely let your consultant know if you need to change position or adjust your chair. Sometimes placing your feet on a footstool or your bag will help reduce pressure on your lower back, so bring your own stool or ask whether one is available if you suffer from back pain. What to do if you're tender-headed? Okay, so the ethos of most consultants is that it should not hurt, or at least that's my ethos. The last thing you want is heavy-handedness or rough handling of your hair when you have to sit for so long. Your hair should always be handled gently but firmly with confidence, competence, and respect, so that the structure of your locks is tight, but the hair is not being pulled and your follicles don't feel assaulted. If, however, you are tender-headed, then even the gentlest touch is going to cause you discomfort due to the sensitive nature of your scalp. If this is you, then remember to bring along your painkillers, as your hair is going to be manipulated for at least 7 hours, maybe more, depending on the consultant. And I remember my consultant used to tell me about a lady who would take her painkillers before she arrived, because no matter how gentle the touch, she always felt discomfort when her hair was styled, and that was even before she had locks. Again, to minimize your discomfort, it is good to remember to fully detangle your own hair before you arrive. And this way you won't have to worry about any snagging or snaring when your consultant begins sectioning and parting your hair into the Sisterlocks grid. And just remember not to blow dry or straighten your hair, as this will actually impede the lock establishment process. So thank you very much for bearing with me with my cold, and my hay fever today. I hope that you found this useful, and I hope that it helps you to have an enjoyable Sisterlocks installation experience. I will see you next time, or at least you will see me on camera next time. But thank you for listening. Continue to subscribe and support me. I'm really pleased with how it's going so far. If there's stuff that you want me to talk about as well, just say something in the comments section and I will get to it. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.